Well, hey everybody, Mr. Reed's back with you, and in this short video, we're going to be talking about the angle measures in a circle. More specifically, the central angle measures in a circle. So remember, a circle is the set of all points that are equidistant from a center point. All right, so I'm going to bring up something called a protractor. A protractor is something we use to measure angles. All right, and as you can see, this protractor makes half of a circle. All right, so when I line it up there, so right here would be the center of my circle, and you can see on this protractor right here, if I look at 0 as I travel around, it goes to 180, or if I start on this side, it goes from 0 to 180. All right, and these are called degrees, which are measurements of angles. All right, so half of a circle is 180 degrees. So if I flip this around, then I can get the other half of the circle, right? And the other half of the circle is also going to be 180 degrees. So all the way around a circle is 180 plus 180, or 360 degrees, okay? So the first thing we need to know is all the way around the circle is 360 degrees. All right. Now, so what does that mean? Well, that means if we draw some segments in our circle, we can divide it and look and say what the different angle measures are. So let me get a solid line here. So if I go right like this and I divide it in half, okay, this would be 180 degrees on this side, and this would be 180 degrees on that side. 180 plus 180, or 180 times 2 would be 360 degrees. All right, what about if I then take my circle and I go straight across, all right, like so? Okay, well now what do I have? Now I've got 180 divided by 2, and 180 divided by 2 is 90 degrees. So this would be 90 degrees, this would be 90 degrees, this would be 90 degrees, and this would be 90 degrees. 90 degrees times 4 is 360 degrees. All right, and we can actually take this circle, 90 degrees times 4 is 360 degrees. We can take this circle and we can divide it into any number of sections that we want. So let me erase these ones I have real quickly here, and let me bring my protractor back. All right, I just want you to understand it always has to add up to 360 degrees. So if I line it up like this, all right, let's see if I can mark it off. So here's 0. All right, so if I were to go, say, 30 degrees, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then I could go 120, and I could go 150, and 180. All right, you can see then if I go across here connecting those points, there's my 180, right? If I go straight up and down, there's my 90, and then each one of these now is 30 degrees. All right, so do you see how that works? This whole thing is 90, and now this would be 30, and this would be 30, and this would be 30. So we could then divide up this circle any way that we wanted to. The only thing that has to happen every time is that the sum of the angles have to add up to 180. The sum of the angles always has to add up to 180. So let's see here. Down here, if I make a mark, again, if this is my 0, if I make that mark, well, then now that's 50 degrees. And again, I apologize, this isn't quite perfect. It's a sketch here. They all should meet at exactly the center point. I'm off a little bit here. But this is my 50 degrees. What if I said, well, how much is this angle right here? Well, again, half the circle is 180. So if I did 180 minus 50, that would tell me that what's left is 130. So this part would have to be 130 degrees. All right, if I were to draw a line straight down from here, like that, and again, they should all go through the center, and I said, what is this angle right here? Well, we know that these two have to add up to 90, right? Because this is 1/4 of a circle, so if I did 90, whoops, here we go, sorry, 90 minus 50, I would get 40, and that would tell me that that angle was 40 degrees. Okay, so the big ones you need to know all the way around is 360. All right, halfway around, what we call a semicircle, is 180. And then a fourth away around, what we call a quarter circle, is 90. And then, of course, we can divide it into any number we want to. But these are the big ones that you need to know. The whole circle, the half circle, let me write it down. Whole, semicircle, and quarter circle. All right, 90 degrees for the quarter circle, 180 for the semicircle, the whole circle. A protractor is used to measure angles, and they always have to add up to 360 all the way around, 180 for half the circle, and 90 for the quarter circle. So that's just a brief introduction to angle measurements in a circle. Until next time, have a great day.